Hey, it's meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen here, live outside in the Denver metro area, waiting for these clouds to clear. The sun is just starting to pop out, so we might get up into the upper 60s here along most of the Front Range as we go through the day. All things are going to be changing here, so hopefully you enjoy your 4 days of spring before winter returns for probably an extended period of time. But first, take a look at the HD Doppler radar right now. There is a wave of showers moving through from early this morning till about now, which is 12:30 on Friday afternoon. Now, this is associated with those systems that are coming our way, but these were not too impactful and we shouldn't see any precipitation out on the Front Range. But it is clearing behind this. We will see some sunshine here in the Denver metro area and probably all the way up to Fort Collins as we go through the day here. So those temperatures will start to rise up just a little bit more. So I'm going to be a little bit optimistic about that we are going to get some warming here and get up into about 68, maybe even another 70, which would be the third 70 in a row, which is certainly possible if the sun pops out here soon enough. A lot of 70s down there towards the south because they're already in the clear, so they've been starting to warm already. 40s and 50s in the mountains. We had a wave of snow showers move through there already, not too impactful, but starting late tonight that's going to change. Here we do have some fire danger out there because of the warm conditions, dry conditions, and some wind. Mostly down on the southeast plains, but a good bulk of the eastern plains are covered with the red flag warning, which is extreme fire danger. Wind gusts about 40 miles per hour today with humidity down near 11%. So that will clear out and be replaced with winter advisories. And these are the alerts right now. These will really start to have an impact about sunset on Friday night and go all the way until Monday morning. So we have the advisories in blue and a winter storm warning down in the San Juans for 10 to 20 inches. Now we are also expecting 10 to 20 inches in a lot of our mountains up here to the north, but our snow will fall over a slower period. The 10 to 20 inches down in the San Juans will come in a shorter period, and that's why they have the winter storm warning for the higher impact. But those are the alerts that go all the way until about Monday morning is when this really starts to clear out. No alerts on the Front Range, the Denver metro area, anywhere on the plains, but that doesn't mean we're going to have an impact. Let's take a look at the computer forecast model here to see how things are going to unfold. This is really just this morning. On Friday morning we had that cloud cover. You can see it there on the computer model, and that's all moving to the north, and it looks like the Denver metro area gets a little bit of clearing and some sunshine. We'll feel the warm temperatures by about 2 p.m. So we'll have a good 2, 3, or 4 hours maybe of decent warm sunshine conditions before the winds shift later on tonight out of the northeast, and that gives us a little bit of an upslope push here, not too strong, but we get some scattered rain showers out on the plains and on the Front Range, even along the Denver metro area. And that's when really the heavy snow starts to set into our part of the mountains here in the north, and even in the foothills, some heavy snow expected. Don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder out there. Thunder and lightning possible, either thunderstorm or thunder snow, as we go through about 10 p.m. to about 2 a.m. So if you're a light sleeper, you might be woken up by a little bit of a blast there. Even about 1:30, before we get that transition to all snow in the Denver metro area, we could get a few of more of a convective thunderstorm, thunder snow type situation. And then about 2, 3 a.m., that snow pours out onto the Front Range, and we could get a good 4 or 5 hours of snowfall here in the Denver metro area. Not all of this is going to be able to stick, though. Initially, this first wave on Saturday morning will be more like a spring type of a storm, and then Sunday will be more of a wintry type of storm. You see that as the radar, this is the simulated radar for tomorrow morning, up to about noon, starts to break up a little bit, except up to the northeast, and we could get some pretty heavy bands out there. Weld County, Morgan County, Logan County, even parts of Washington County could get some pretty significant convergence banding out there. So you could easily get an extra 2 to 4 inches on top of your forecast because of that potential for banding. That's something that not all models agree with, but it's certainly a possibility, as several models are showing that solution as a possibility. And then through the day, from about noon to 10 p.m., On the Front Range, not a lot of activity. We may even get breaks. It could turn to a little bit of light rain showers, but not a lot of activity over the day, over the course of the day Saturday. And then after 10 p.m., overnight into Sunday is when it starts back up, and it goes all day Sunday into Monday morning. Here's what I'm thinking as far as the snow forecast, as far as the accumulation. Now, we talked about all that snow on Saturday morning could last for 4 or 5 hours, but not all of that's going to stick. How much of it's going to stick is kind of a little bit of a question of how quickly it's able to cool, and the snow showers themselves can evaporate and cause additional cooling, and we could get a little bit more than this, but I generally agree with this computer forecast model here showing roughly about a 1/2 inch to 3 inches of accumulation, with less accumulation down south. And you see up there in Weld County, Morgan County, the forecast is for 1 to 6 there, 1.6 inches by noon on Saturday. So that is with that heavy banding. So even there will be some additional, initial melting. So not all of that's going to stick, but I have seen some computer models showing about 8 inches up there in parts of Weld County, just north of Fort Morgan. So that's a possibility. And you see along the Front Range, there's some decent snow accumulation there in the foothills as well, and parts of our mountains. But it's really, as we go into Sunday, that things really kind of kick in, and it's more of a traditional winter storm with more widespread coverage. Not as heavy though, so the snow will be a little bit lighter on Sunday, but consistent, and the temperatures down to a low near 20, maybe even the upper teens, will definitely get this stuff to start sticking. And we're looking at anywhere between maybe 2.5 to 6.5 inches total by Monday morning, about 8 a.m. when this thing starts to wrap up. So not a huge impact, even though we'll have periods of heavy snow on Saturday morning and a long period of snow on Sunday. The accumulation, as far as the highest probability, is just not high enough to warrant any advisories at this point. Now, if things kind of trend in any direction, we may see the National Weather Service put out an advisory for the Front Range, but nothing so far. And you see those totals up in the mountains. Even some of the upper foothills towns with close to 10 inches of snow, some mountain towns there in Summit County with close to 10 inches. So it should be a decent snowmaker for the mountains, and mountain travel is definitely going to be a little rough over the course of late Friday night, Saturday, all day Saturday in the mountains. Even though we get the break down here, they don't get the break up in the mountains, and then all day Sunday as well. So significant storms. So take a look at the jet stream forecast here. I think the pattern stays pretty active. Take you through the whole thing starting Friday now is 12:30 p.m. on Friday. You see that bend there, the green and blue colors moving our way. That's that first wave of energy that's moving through. That you can see is not as significant on Saturday, as just kind of a smaller blip, and then the pressure gets a little deeper and a little bit more widespread on Sunday. So that's that Sunday system, which is a little bit more impactful. However, it's not really Arctic air. And then there's even kind of another little shortwave system moving through on Monday. It'll keep our temperatures cool, but we may get some clearing Monday night and through the day Tuesday and most of Wednesday before we start to switch again. And this system is a little bit more Arctic air coming our way for Wednesday and Thursday. So that's going to get the temperatures much colder, I think, than we will be able to get with this storm. So here's the 7-day forecast all laid out here by the numbers. We have the snow and rain Saturday morning, clearing a little bit, at least in the Front Range through the day Saturday. Then all day Sunday it's snow. Snow lets up Monday morning, and we get a bit of a break. There you see Tuesday, some sunshine, but cold temperatures. As you saw, we don't really get any high pressure to build, so we might be able to get a 50 maybe on Wednesday before the next storm system comes in. And there you see that could be Wednesday night through the day on Thursday, and maybe even impacting our Friday morning. And then we'll get another little break as we get to about the 17th of March. So we have another storm system that's being already indicated by the computer forecast models, and then another one after that. So we could have a very active storm pattern. So if we don't get a whole lot of snow accumulation out of this system, we have several more opportunities coming up as we go towards the end of March, really only the last few days of March are kind of a mystery as far as the computer forecast models, but we are definitely looking at an active period here. So buckle down for that snowstorm coming here, a little bit of a return to winter coming our way for this weekend. Enjoy your Friday and take care.